Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Total Drama Mushroom Kingdom Action! In the last episode, we had our spy movie challenge. The first person to find CEO Cow won, and due to an accident by DK, Baby Mario won. Because of this, our lovable idiot monkey was sent home. In this episode, we will be doing something fantastical for our final five. So, let's go to the lands of Once Upon a Times and see how our teams are.
What teams? We're all merged.
Sorry, I basically used the same cue cards for every intro, and it's just slightly altered each time, so sometimes things like that can slip through the cracks. So sue me. Anyway, in today's episode, we are going to be doing the fairy tale movie. So, Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, Sleeping Beauty, all of that stuff. So, for today's challenge, you are all going to be enacting your own fairy tales. Each of you will have half an hour to think of your own fairy tale. Then, me and CEO Cow will be the judges of each fairy tale. Once you're done, you come up and just tell us how it goes and general idea, and we'll see if we'll go ahead with your pitch. Then, we'll make a movie out of it. So, everyone have any questions?
Actually, yeah, I was wondering.
Okay, great! All of you, your half an hour starts now. So, you ready to see these stupid fairy tales? Oh yeah, this is gonna be hilarious. Hi, I've got my fairy tale. Alright, say it. Okay, well, I didn't really have that long to write it since I never really was that good in English class. Okay, get on with it! Okay, so there were these three little Goombas, right? And each little Goomba had to build a house out of straw, grass, and twigs. And there was also one with bricks, and there's also this typhoon or whatever it is that came and blew all the houses down, and then the pigs got turned into sausages. So, not only did you plagiarize the Three Little Pigs, but you just ended up calling the Goombas pigs and just gave up. No, I meant Goombas. Next.
Pika, 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 chupi, pika, choo choo, pee pika, choo.
Did you get any of that? There once was an evil king named Browser, and Browser had a lot of minions. And those minions eventually got upset with how they were being mistreated, and they held a coup. Then the son of the prince got really mad, and then basically did a bunch of stuff which destroyed all the minions, and then he and his dad got to live happily ever after. So, the villain of the story gets his happily ever after, but the mistreated minions don't. Well, that's what my dad tells me is the happy ending. Man, Bowser's Koopa Troop is really mistreated, huh?
So, basically, there was this princess with really long hair.
Next!
I didn't even get to... Hi. So, I don't really have a fairy tale. What? Yeah, I don't have any respect for the medium of fairy tales. They're just really fantastical stories, and stories need to be grounded in realism, so I didn't create a fairy tale. So, in exchange, I made you a documentary. The documentary on the life of me.
Hey, Baby Luigi, can you step forward a bit?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Say, you know how this is a fairy tale challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you do a fairy tale challenge, you kinda wanna actually do a fairy tale!
I know, but
I don't care if you have no respect for the medium of fairy tales. When I ask for a fairy tale, you give me a fairy tale. You do realize this is a competition, right?
Well, yeah, I do.
And you do realize that you're about to be sent home.
What?
Yeah, everyone else had a fairy tale, so by default, you don't have one, which means you lose.
But no! Isn't it like a voting or something?
No, you know these contests always have sudden death.
But no! No, please, I'm sorry. I'll make you a fairy tale.
Come on, kid, just back it up.
But Baby Mario, Mum, I kinda got eliminated. What? I'm sorry. I really wanted to help you two to the end, but Baby Mario, Mum, I hope you guys win. Bye.
So, who would you say had the best fairy tale? Probably Pikachu, just because we couldn't understand him. Oh yeah, gave our ears a bit of a break. Alright then, that was rather anticlimactic for a fairy tale episode, but anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next Aftermath episode of Total Drama Mushroom Kingdom Action. See you next time.